I'm telling you now, Willie. You better get that gun out of my damn face.
It's the damn zombie apocalypse, but if it ain't trying to eat you, it's trying to kill you. You gave me this journal, I'll consider your debt paid. I'm gonna go and look this over. I'll be seeing you. You stay safe now. Where's the door gone? Why are you moving the door?
It's been nearly a week since the damn apocalypse. I'm living out of an old cabin about 30-some miles south of Nazigane. So far, I've only met 3 other survivors. A trader named Direct, a young girl named Abyss, and a total dick named Willie. But I can't focus on that right now. Last night's blood moon was devastating. I broke my arm, and I was in dire straits. They tore through my place, and me. So there's a few things that I want to accomplish. This old water tower, it just isn't going to cut it anymore. We need to rethink this style, revamp it completely, and have some way to defend. It was the second time the blood moon rose in less than a week. But before I even think about that, I'm going to need a bench. Somewhere that I can construct better arms, forge better armor. So it's time to take on a couple of jobs. First up was an infestation at Bow's Market. Now, we've been here before, so it was just a simple case of clearing out the infestation, then escape with my life, luckily. And one by one, I put them down. You moved in to secure the loot. Looks like I'll be eating well tonight. And a bit of a better bow than the one we've got back home. And my favorite thing about when a building gets infested, it's always some sort of community that was here before, and they always have a bunch of ammo. And apparently, a figure. The next job, however, was a completely different ballgame. It was a heavily infested POI, worse than the one we'd seen before. Hey, check this beauty out here. I always did want me one of these. Hey, engine looks in good condition. Right equipment, we might be able to get this thing up and running. But before I can even think about that, I'm going to need some sort of workbench. Unfortunately, to put together the workbench, I'm going to need some mechanical parts. Grandpa, I'm afraid your old tractor's going to have to go. And there's the final bolt. Well, might as well start disassembling some of the other stuff. Those electrical parts and mechanical parts are going to be incredibly useful. And then if I can just get this here leg to stop shaking about, there we go. Now we should be able to get ourselves an army truck repair kit together. See if I've got all this stuff. Gonna need a few more mechanical parts. I mean, that should be easy enough. Hopefully one of these broken down trucks still has a battery worth using. That one's about as dead as a dodo. What about you, Sunshine? Yeah, that piece of crap didn't even have a battery in it to begin with. Well, found one here in this black minivan. It's not in the best shape, but it should get the job done. So now if I just connect a few of these here leads, grab my here claw hammer, we'll throw this torch upon the wall for a little bit of light, sacrifice the hammer and the wrench, put the two together, and there. We have something that should be able to get that truck up and running. I just gotta go out here in the dead of night and find it. I don't know if it's a good sign or not, but I've only seen one undead freak all night. City's usually crawling with them. They're normally everywhere, and now they're nowhere. Okay, we're here. There are a few of them out here. Okay, let me get a look under the hood here. Alrighty, everything looks good. And it's gonna need a bit of fuel. But let's try jumping it. Come on, start. Oh, it's almost going, but not quite. Come on, start, yes! And not a moment too soon. Just as the undead came out of hiding. Well, stern axle could use a little bit of grease, but it still runs. We made it back home without incident, but I don't quite think it's going to fit through the garage door. And I want to take a stab at this. I got a couple of lockpicks. Can't believe I forgot my bloody combination. Delicate hand does it. Yeah, we're in. Okay, what we got? Yeah, forgot about that. I remember being up here as a kid now. First time I ever made a machine gun. So, with the damn apocalypse here, I want to do a little bit of renovations. If we reroute this staircase and throw to myself together a spanner on a pipe, we can achieve some magical stuff by first throwing together a new staircase. But let's not forget the railing. Then we can tear down this old piping Dad installed. Then we get a nice clear area down here. But let's make sure that these stairs are sturdy. I mean, these things have been here since I were a little kid. And I do believe that I got a bit of leftover paint, so we can spruce up this room as well. It's difficult to see at night, but it's looking a lot better. And as strong as stone is, it does look a lot better as wood. And if we put some of that wooden nails together, yeah, and I did manage to pick up this lantern from that house the other day, so if we put that near the doorway, and to keep Willie from getting in, we'll put down a door. And then we'll put the 2 chicken coops down next to each other in the basement here. And I got a few of these here baby chicks that we can throw in. That'll be a bit of food sorted. Now that's just one. Dizzy and Lizzie. Well, I guess we gotta name our chickens some way. That's just step 1 of getting ourselves some food out here. We can also utilize growing it. But to do that, I'm gonna need to throw together a quick compost bin. Now I'm just letting the glue set that I put on the joints of them compost bins, but I don't really want them stinking up the cabin, so I want to put them outside. And this decking has definitely seen better days, so perhaps we replace it with something that's a little bit sturdier. And a little bit of paint always helps out. And since it takes forever to compost, we'll put them down under the window, and we'll put a little bit of rotten flesh in each. Got a couple of boiled eggs for my breakfast, but I know the cabin needs a little bit more love. But hear me out. I'm out of resources. I'm running low. It's time to go out on a run. Hey Rex, got any gas for sale?
Yeah, I do, but it ain't cheap. But listen, I'm glad you came in. I actually wanted to talk to you about something.
Well, I'm all ears, Rex. Go ahead.
It's about them there infestations you've been taking care of, son. You see, I was wrong when I sent you on them. You see, I thought they were stragglers. You know, undead from that blood moon. Just caught up in a building, couldn't get out. That kind of thing. Boy, I was wrong. Turns out, they were man-made.
Are you telling me someone orchestrated those infestations?
I'm not 100% on the details myself, but reports from the communities around here say that there were a group of survivors would go into these buildings, start causing one heck of a ruckus, and draw the horde in, and then vamoose, leave. I wanted to say it was a diversion tactic at first. Made a lot of sense. Told us that's one way while you go the other way. That perfect getaway. But then Ed comes to me, following from just down the way. Says that he found this Ed, tall son of a bitch, quite literally, screaming the house down. Every time she howled, more undead came in. It seemed to draw them out of every orifice. He didn't know what to do. I think they might have been doing something, but I'm just speculating. I want you to go and clear the place out. Ed needs a new home to go back to.
I don't know what I was expecting from an apocalypse, Rex. It seems like every stone that we turn over, another cockroach is crawling out. I got Willie on my back about some girl eating people, and then you're talking about this other group that's drawing in infestations all up and down the city. I can't make heads or tails of it anymore, Rex. It's all batshit crazy if you ask me. But yeah, sure. I'll go out there. I'll clear it out. I gotta get my trigger finger happy after all.
Yeah, it is a spirit, but I'm glad to hear it. Well, on the shelf as you leave, there's some gas. Take it for your troubles. I'll see you when you get back.
1,800 dukes for 2 liters of fuel. Man, and people were complaining about gas prices before the apocalypse. Heck, I barely saw the needle move. Well, at least the fuel light's off. Well, this here is the place. I ain't seeing much of anybody. Mind you can't see diddly squat between these corn rows. Well, it seems that I already woke up a couple of them. As we got the ammo, we'll put them down with that. New clip going in. 1 round in the chamber, 1 piercing in your ear. Another guy, another dead. Whoa, what the heck was that? Holy crap, is that her? She's got a sister. There's 3 of them. They were trying to draw the attention of this thing? Why the heck would ya? Put it down. Okay, I think she's dead. Not quite. Yeah, we gotta be careful. There's all sorts of farms out here. Okay, I think she's finally dead. He's dead too. And they must have been living here. Some of this corn is still in good shape. Yeah, looks like they still got some animals out back here, look. It's a hog. Yeah, I'm sorry, little buddy. But it's a freaking apocalypse. Your food is... oh, your meat. It's like gold dust. Nice bit of bacon to go with the eggs tonight. We got one more. So far, I ain't really seeing much. But it does look like they were held up here, look. We got one guy over there. See if we can take him out from over here. Now put him down. What were you guarding? Some 9mm? Hey, better scythe. That's fantastic. Some chicken soup, yeah? Hey, scope. Now all I need is a rifle and I get back to my marksman days. And what were you planning to read before you expired? About spears. Well, looks like I found me another boar. More for the eggs tonight. I don't even know how the heck to describe what I just saw. Seems like every day a new challenge begins. A new chapter is unfolding as we're just trying to outlast this infection. The undead. They grow by the day, communities shrink, and people die. I'm tired of losing people. I don't know anymore. I better get back to Rekt. Oh, there you go. You can tell that his farm's cleared out. He's missing a few boars. And the way I see it is if you throw my ass into the fire, well, I'm gonna toast that bacon and eat good tonight. That's a deal.
You know, can't argue with that, but if one out here knows the rule, you do a job for me, and I'll send someone your way. The food in that place is theirs. It's that bacon on the line, like you say, and you're toasting that. What did you see out there?
You wouldn't believe me even if I told you, Rekt. It was all kinds of crazy. Things were about 15 feet tall. Women wearing white dresses, screaming at the top of their lungs.
Yeah, that's about how I had described them. I'm glad you put them down. Can't have those things local.
For once, Rekt, you and I actually agree on something. But listen, I know you're a broker. You make deals all up and down this county. Well, this is my deal right here, right now. Whoever the heck is drawing in those infestations, who's bringing things like that woman to our local area, they ain't welcome here, Rekt, and they need to get out of this city or they're gonna find that they're the victim of my next shell. So if you hear anything about this group of survivors that's causing all of this drama, and you better send that intel my way. I'm numero uno on that project. I ain't having it. I ain't losing more people. I ain't watching innocents die because some scumbags want to have a little fun with the undead. No, no, no. Doesn't work like that. Not when I'm in town.
Yeah, I understand, but no need to go losing your temper. Keep it calm. You're numero uno, as you put it. You get all the intel first on this. I promise you that. And honestly, Bud, of the few dozen communities that I got around here, I can't say for certain that any single one of them is capable of this. Most of them just want food, a place over their head. They still hope that there's going to be a goddamn cure. And then you got Abyss. She said she met you. I don't think she's much of a threat. She does a few jobs for my brother on the other side of town. And then you got Archer. I mean, there's him and his group of bandits, but they don't seem to be causing much trouble. Honestly, Bud, I don't even know where to send you.
Well, I suggest you switch out your bowl cap there. Put on your listening ears, Rekt. You say a lot of people come through here that you're a broker for a lot of communities. I see your job board outside, or different posts about things that you need done. You keep those listening ears on, you pay close attention. You hear anything that sounds suspicious, you send it my way. We got a deal?
Yeah, we got a deal, Bud. I'm not a big fan of these monstrosities being local either. I like these communities. Well, They pay me in dukes, and I can't feel important. So they matter to me, matter to my ego, and they matter to my brothers. I'll keep my ears out. I'll let you know the second I hear something.
Speaking of which, it looks like there's another infestation that needs taking care of. Well, that's my duty. Okay. The sitrep is this. There was a community that lived in this house just across the way there. From what I gather, they were trying to move their base to a new location. Of course, that didn't go well. Wandering Horde came wandering by. Took over the place. Some of them made it out, some of them didn't. Our job is simple. They care about their community. They want the ones that have been turned, put down, and put out of their misery. We can do that. As for their belongings, they didn't really want anything. Didn't ask for note. So I'm going to see what they left behind. What's the saying? One man's trash is another man's treasure. Well, let's get going. There are a few undead wandering around out here. But we got this nice new shiny scythe. Oh, jeez, man, the bees! I'm hoping I might be able to find a decent wrench in one of these trucks. Yeah, bit of iron lockpicks don't go amiss. Yeah, we were going to think about a silencer for this thing. Yeah, we got a locked police car. I did get those lockpicks. The first one snapped, so did the second one. They didn't say anything about having a dog. Oh, he's in there. They got two of them. Oh, great. Freaking banged my head on something. Must have been this. Oh, I managed to get some honey out of that stump, so that'll offset the infection I can feel. Yeah, I guess they just kind of locked the dogs in here. They had an old chap Earl living out here. Haven't heard from him since, but it doesn't look like he's home. Okay, get it? I guess we'll climb in through the window. Oh, that freaking concussion. My head is pounding. I wonder if we can find some painkillers here. I'm not too concerned about this floor. Oh, we got a couple in the toilet here. Did say they had a bit of hired help. Oh, man, get to the window, get to the window. Can't focus properly. Head is pounding. I got right up and behind it. I felt it. Base of the skull. Straight on that light. I cleared out the kitchen good. There's nothing here. Got one in the living room. I got another one back here. Moving upstairs. There's groaning all around me. There got one in the cupboard. They're throwing themselves at me. But we're good. We're good. This cubbyhole's clear. Bathroom's also clear. Hey, they left some meds behind. Couple of steroids. Some magazines stacked in their office. Another guy in the cupboard. They're done. They're done. So we have to move through here. It's getting a bit trickier to maneuver. It doesn't help that we've got even more undead. How many bathrooms does one community need? There's the ammo cache. Some med supplies. Yeah, they did say they left some supplies behind. I'm calling dibs. That roof doesn't look very secure to me. Yep. Okay, we'll hold our ground at the door. Close the door. Reload the gun. Put a few bullets through it into their skull. Door won't hold for long, but it should hold long enough for us to put them down. I can't aim properly with this damn concussion. Okay, I think we did it. I think we did it. Yeah, we look good. We look good. I've got some painkillers back at the cabin. I think all that gunfire has brought a horde in. Yeah, I think that gunfire has attracted some attention. Yeah, I think that gunfire's drawn some attention for sure. Well, we better make our stay here short. We're after first aid, and we got none. Can we replenish the ammo that we spent? Hey, some 45s, that's good, that's good. What else did they leave behind? Hey, some headgear, that's actually better than what we've got, I think. Yeah, that's about the same, to be fair. Right, let's get in the truck and get out of here. Well, that wasn't here when I left. Who the heck does that belong to?
Well, hello there, Bert.
Really? What the fuck do you want, Willie?
Well, now is that any way to greet an old friend?
Well, you're half right, Willie. You're old for sure. But dealing with you today ain't on my schedule. I've had a long-ass day. A lot of crap's happened. So you can just take your and get out. Now.
Well, calm down there, Bert. There's no need for hostilities. Look, I didn't come home this time. I come in good faith.
Well, you take your good faith then, Willie, and get right out of that door. It's right there, look. Go!
Well, before I do, Bud, I got some information for you. I heard you were looking into some sort of screaming whore. Big, tall, massive thing, about 100 feet tall. Well, more like 17, but who's counting? I heard you were looking into those.
Well, now that changes everything, Willie. If you know something about them, spill it.
Yeah, I do. But you don't make the rules here, bud. This information is free. You want to know what's causing them? You want intel that can help that out? Well, then you better do something for me.
I'm done doing favors for you, Willie. If you ain't gonna tell me out of the goodness of your heart, then you can just leave. I'll figure it out myself.
Well, I think you misunderstand me, but I don't have the information right now. But I do have the connections to make it happen. I can divert my resources to investigating those matters, figure out who's responsible, and lead you in the direction. But if I'm going to be diverting manpower to do that, and I need your help with one tiny little favor.
Oh yeah, and what am I getting myself in for this time?
Yeah, it's the same shit, different day, but that Page chick has gone to sought refuge out of my reach. She's left the city. She's held up with a group that call themselves the Council. I don't really know too much about them, only they're ran by a guy called Iron Hoof. Now, he's a tough son of a bitch. I know him from a few biker bars in the day. We got into a few brawls. I think I won as many as he lost. But nevertheless, I know what he's like. I know his principles. And if she's crying wolf on this whole situation, he's going to listen to her, and he's going to take her in. And while I'm pretty confident with my chambers, I don't plan to start a war. If you feel me.
Yeah, I'm not seeing where I fit into the picture, Willie.
Well, if she is crying wolf, the council ain't stupid. They'll buy our lives at first. But I bet my bottom dollar, my bottom duke, they'll be sending a representative out this way. And since I'm positioned in the wasteland, I highly doubt they'll be coming up that far. They'll likely stay here in the pine forest where it's safe, especially while finding the common ground. Locals are going to be important. It won't be long till he finds himself correct. And then, likely to you. Now, I brought a journal here. I'll go and leave it on the table. Just pop it down there. And all I need from you, bud, is if you see him, let him know the truth. Tell him what's been going on here, and give him that there journal. And let him know that I want to chat.
So you want me to track down this council representative? Show them that their journal, and tell them everything you've told me. Willie, doesn't fly like this. But I'll tell you what I will do. You keep your ears and eyes out for me. Then when this council representative shows up, I'll show them the journal. They can come to their own conclusion based on what's written in there. What you told me that she did to Marcus, that's off the table. If you want to meet with him, and you want to discuss this matter, I'll arrange that meeting too. But when it comes to telling him anything, I'm sticking to the facts, the things that I can prove. Your word ain't that.
Well, see, bud, that's all I wanted from you. You scratch my back, and I'll scratch your back. If you fail me. Why you go stand in my way? I need to do my hand. I can't do it when you stand in my way, but that ain't very friendly of you. Hey, and I'll see you later. Why you move the door again? Stop moving your doors. I'm tired of you moving them damn doors.
And I swear, he gets stranger and stranger every time I see him. The apocalypse must have loosened some screws up in that head of his.